Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the stock market. It's Thursday, November 11th, 2021. We're going to talk about some technical analysis. I am Groot, GameStop, and of course our option plays. Some money I'm dropping on a pre-IPO crowdfunding type EV that I'm actually pretty stoked on. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Here's our Twitter if you'd like to get on here and follow us. It's at Happy Money YT. We also have this Discord. You can get on there too. Root rallied up a lot today. They had good earnings. I think that's what most of this was, but there's some speculation going around that they're going to partner with Tesla based on some filings or something rather about Texas. I'm not sure. I didn't look into it, but we added this to long term a bit ago. Shout out to Donaro for giving us a heads up. I didn't know about it. It's like kind of like a cool car insurance. Just I don't know. I don't even know too much about it, but it's the future of car insurance. So speculation with Tesla, I think, is maybe partly contributing to this rally, but we'll see. Chart looks nice now. I mean, tons of volume today, and it was up quite a bit. So we'll see what happens with that. SPY still shaky. The bond markets were closed today, so I think that everything was kind of just waiting on that for tomorrow, and we'll see how the bonds react tomorrow. They might pull the market down. Tesla, another day or a day of consolidation. So we got out of our long plays yesterday, our little short long plays, and I closed my short put yesterday, which could have left it open a little bit longer, but that's okay. One more day of consolidation. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, daily this thing's bearish. We've got everything set up for bearish. If you kind of shorten the time frame, still bearish in the 4-hour, and then the hourly. It is bullish, but it's pretty clear that's doing a bear flag and kind of just setting up for another leg down. That being said, it is bullish on the MACD. We do have green over the 9, so I actually opened up a put credit spread for tomorrow on it. It's not looking good so far, but maybe we'll close it in the morning. But we also have that put, so I just have a naked long put for I think 2 weeks from now. So still have that exposure, and if we get a big dump again, I'll maybe leg in, leg back out, try that whole deal again. Might even get another call credit spread once this kind of shakes out a little bit more on Tesla, or maybe just a put, because I mean, Tesla could come down a lot. Michael Burry was saying it could come down 90%, and he's not wrong. I mean, he shared some of the stuff from like .com bubble and stuff, and how much stocks plummeted, just overvalued stocks, and Tesla is one of the highest overvalued at $1.05 trillion currently. GameStop, on the other hand, still bearish. However, I think today with the bonds being closed, we've kind of seen a bit of a melt up. It's up 2.3% so far. That was weird. I thought it was on an hourly. Max Pain this week, though, as you know, is 2.0. I guess it was 205, and now it's 202.50. So we're just basically gonna close Max Pain, I'm assuming, tomorrow. But I don't know. As long as it's below 205, it's Max Pain, because that's the next strike up, and then above the next strike below, which is probably 195. Maybe it's 200. So somewhere in between there, I would presume. But yeah, on the hourly, this thing actually flipped bullish. So the bond's back open tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe it'll dump down, because it's definitely still bearish in the 4. And the daily, it's still, and we've got price action under the 9. Kind of just consolidating on the daily. So yeah, I mean, actually doesn't look all that bad. But I presume Max Pain for tomorrow is definitely high on the menu. That being said, these candles here on the 4-hour and on the 1-hour, it hasn't done like RSI divergences yet, but this looks like a floor that kind of got built right here, right at this like 195 area, especially now that the MACD's flipped. So we'll see if that holds into the weekend. There is some support and resistance from maybe further back in that range. Yeah, maybe not. Just kind of that 5s and 10s levels, and what we're seeing, I guess. Might be a fib level, I don't even know. Yeah, right here. Here's a little resistance back here. So at any rate, we've got exposure for both ways on that. Let me show you guys the options. Our call credit spread on Tesla, our bearish play, finally starting to close up some of those. Yeah, I have a limit to close those. Here's that put that I legged into and I legged back out of, and now see how that theta, that time decay, now it's down. Now it's only up 15%. So, of course I could have just closed it, but sometimes you go in and out and try and touch your plays and your money so much. I mean, that can mess you up. So I wanted exposure and I got it. So I'll let this thing go. We've still got 15 days on it and it's at 8.95. But then this is so I open up a bullish play at 1080, 1075 put credit spread. So it needs to put Tesla above 1080 tomorrow expiration. Actually, I don't even know. I've not really tracked max pain before GME, so I don't know how often market makers are like getting it to max pain, but max pain on it's 1110. So I'm not sure. We'll see if that's if that plays out, because that'd put this thing at full max gain, but it might come down tomorrow or probably by next week. I think another leg down. Kind of depends on the SPY. Have these plays when you need to roll over. Bearish plays in the SPY. Pretty far out the money at this point. Let's look at our history really quick. Not a whole lot. Call credit spreads closed. Put credit spreads opened. Yeah. Coin, I opened up a bearish play on coin. A few puts on there. Bobo, someone in Discord shared it, and I checked out the chart and I was like, yeah, I like that play. It actually looks pretty similar to Tesla, kind of similar to this chart, which is kind of strange. But yeah, look at that. I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe because Tesla has a lot of Bitcoin. Even the daily, like, it all kind of looks similar. So this one's got bearish MACD, it's crossed over. Today's a good day to enter a bearish position if you think it is going down, because it's up 2.5%. But before that, we've got all these divergences on the RSI. All of them, let's see. I had that one, then it kept rallying. And then that might be one. Let's see, that's not one. Yeah. Anyways, on the 4 hour, right under the 9, bearish MACD, 1 hour. Still bearish, which this is a good time again to enter if you think it's going down, because it's green today. And so on the hourly, it's like, oh, this thing looks nice. Similar to how Tesla looks. Tesla looks better on the hourly, but if you look on a bigger time frame, you see it's just kind of consolidating and before another leg down. That's kind of what my take on that. So that is oh, it's up a little bit. 315 put for next Friday. Not a whole lot of time on that one. 315 was just over 20 delta. So yeah, what was it? Pretty far down there. That'll be a pretty big play if it works out nicely. Those are all of the plays I made today. Root rallied, as you know. This call actually came back to life. Now it's back negative. It was only up 20%. It's a small play. I had an order to close it and it never filled just because it was too far out of the money. But if this, I mean, it's got 8 days. It's a 7.5, so it's pretty far out of the money. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this will continue on. Maybe the news will actually become legit. On the daily, the RSI is still fine. Hourly, it actually has come down. So this thing might keep going. I don't know. Good volume today. Look at that. That's more volume than I've had in a while. Oh, shoot. Market just closed. I don't think I needed more plays. I guess I'm good on plays. Anyways, okay, so after yesterday's video, I opened up a J&J call. That's just kind of a value play, as well as a Coca-Cola KO call. If the market starts to get scared, interest rates go up, value stocks will do well. So yeah, I don't think interest rates are going to go up right away, but if people get scared that they will soon. Our Wish shares did really well today. We had some good rallies today. Wish and Root on the long term. Birds. Birds only dropped 3.8% today. So that is neat. Yeah, I had some stuff I shared last night on our Discord I wanted to show you guys. If you're not on our Discord, you should get on it. Lots of I feel like the best DD on super stock is in the middle of the night. I think during the day everything's just like flooded with bots, shills, and paid Indians at computer centers. But yeah, this one. So part of the reasons I think squeeze maybe this month or the next month, but this year is the futures rollover, which this kind of brings everything together that I'm talking about. The futures rollover, which I think this has it. He has a specific day of November 23rd. Oh, because it starts on November 23rd. We're also out of our huge wedge, so that's good. Haven't seen a whole lot of stuff from that so far, but yeah. Futures rollover is a big play, and we've pretty much always seen runs from that, it would appear. Yeah, that's all that one's about. Oh, and then earnings also. So typically we've had a run up 2 weeks prior to earnings. Earnings hasn't been announced yet, but I think on E-Trade it's saying December 9th. So it's not official, so we don't know. But here's a chart needed for my video. So yesterday I talked about inflation. Apparently they've been softening inflation parameters all the way back since the 80s. I didn't realize that. I suppose after inflation was so crazy in the 70s, they figured probably better hide this in the future. Yes, 70s had very high inflation. And here is a great chart illustrating what I was saying in yesterday's video. So you see from the 70s, inflation was insane. It was way up here, came down, and the 80s, they implemented, basically they started altering how they take the data to make it more favorable for low inflation. So it had been altered multiple times. As you see, these charts kind of spread from one another. So this is the new data, the way they do it, and the old data. If we were taking the data that they had from prior 1980, it would be 14.3% inflation. You can see right here the 2008 crash, but this is all the new skewed data, and we're at 6.2%. So yep, there is that. Reading this really made me think RSC is going to do something similar to what's proposed here. It's been speculated in different ways at different times, but it makes sense. A separate company or brand, leave GameStop how it is, taking market share in e-commerce, and create this separate company through a merger or reverse merger for the NFT marketplace or exchange. So it's been speculated. Even his last tweet about Hold or HODL, saying it's maybe two different things he's talking about, two separate entities. This is just a Wall Street Bets post talking about Ford, GM, and comparing them to all the EV companies coming out. And it is pretty funny to look at how these new companies that have zero sales and are just complete speculation and hype and hopes and dreams, and they're valued higher than Ford and GM, which have been in the game for decades and are even selling thousands of EVs already. This goes into point of Rivian that just IPO'd and it's already worth more, I think, than Ford or GM. So it's like the Ford and GM, even though they're selling these EVs, like these other ones that aren't even selling any yet, just because they have their internal combustion engines and they have this kind of baggage and not this image of a tech or EV company, they haven't been valued as such. So either Ford and GM are undervalued, or all these EVs are way overvalued, or a bit of both. Definitely think all the EVs are way overvalued. But this guy was proposing basically separating your company to give different brand identity so they can compare the valuation with other similar companies. So GM would make a electronic vehicle, basically spin-off company. Same with Ford. And then people can kind of value it and consider it a different company. Kind of how some auto manufacturers have done. I guess like what Hyundai did it. They have their whole like Genesis line. It's still a Hyundai, but it doesn't say Hyundai anywhere on it. It just says Genesis. There's maybe a couple others, but I was just like, yeah, this is what we thought about for GameStop. And maybe that's what Ryan Cohen's doing, is kind of, because I feel like if he tries to rebrand GameStop completely itself, he could, but it's already got its own fundamental thing going on. It's got its retail stores. It has an e-commerce business. It's growing successfully. just keep growing that kind of how it is and not try and change that and then have a whole separate kind of company, reverse merger or merger, whatever it is, I'm not sure. And then possibly a new ticker. Maybe it's decentralized. I don't know about that stuff. But basically just having a whole separate GME, G America, you know. So, GameStop does have the NFT GameStop website. They didn't post those job listings on their own website, so it kind of seems like he's trying to branch off and do something that actually this guy's proposing, and I think that would be good, because I don't know, I feel like GameStop needs a huge freshening if it's going to stick with the GameStop name, brand, logo. In my opinion, it's very, very, very dated, and it wouldn't do well in a more tech space. That being said, yeah. So I think kind of a new brand, a new ticker, whatever. I think that might be a pretty big possibility, and I think that'd be a good thing. There's another crazy chart. In the past almost 40 years, we've always had a recession when inflation was this high. Just a very simple chart. The gray bars here are recessions. Here's 2008. Here's 2001 dot-com bubble. This was some sort of crisis, early 90s. So yeah, this is the highest recession inflation we've had in 30 years, and I don't think this is adjusted, right? I showed you that other chart where they're spreading out and adjusted. So our inflation right now is much higher than it was in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this that's that chart for all you bulls out there. Wish, yeah, I talked about our Wish shares today. Wish, I think, is oh wow, got rid of it. Maybe because it was a small float, I'm not sure. Wish is at a nice price point. Its PE ratio is very low. The only problem is it's Chinese, and that sketches me out a little bit, but yeah, I liked it. This is an interesting one. There's a massive bull flag. This guy's got crazy. I'm not even gonna get into this one, actually. Everybody's pretty hyped though. Trading halts. Oh, he's got this all wrong. Yeah, he's got that wrong on the trading halts. A lot of confusion on how trading halts works. 14% on Root. It's back. Root. I am Groot. So GameStop did a little rally to close. After hours, 0.72 up. Not bad. SPY holding on. Root 2 after hours, plus 2%. Crazy. That's what I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.